The Platters, an American vocal group formed in 1952, became one of the most successful vocal groups of the early rock and roll era. They had a unique sound that bridged the gap between the pre-rock Tin Pan Alley tradition and the emerging rock genre. The group went through several lineup changes over the years, but their most successful incarnation included Tony Williams, David Lynch, Paul Robi, Herb Reed, and Zola Taylor. The Platters released 40 singles on the Billboard Hot 100 between 1955 and 1967, including 4 #1 hits. Their chart-topping success led to their induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1990. The group continued to perform worldwide under the ownership of Herb Reed Enterprises, which held the rights and trademark to the name. The Platters were initially managed by Ralph Bass, an A&R man at Federal Records. The original lineup consisted of Herb Reed, Alex Hodge, Cornell Gunter, and Joe Jefferson. Lead vocalist Tony Williams joined the group in 1953, and they released 2 singles with Federal Records but achieved limited success. Bass enlisted the help of Buck Ram, a music entrepreneur and songwriter, to coach the group and secure a hit record. Ram made some changes to the lineup, including adding Zola Taylor and replacing Alex Hodge with Paul Robi. Under Ram's guidance, the Platters recorded songs in the R&B gospel style and achieved regional hits on the West Coast. One of their early recordings, Only You, originally written by Ram for the Ink Spots, was deemed unreleasable by the label. However, Ram believed in the song's potential and had the Platters re-record it during their first session with Mercury Records. The re-recorded version became a top 10 hit on the pop charts and their first #1 hit on the R&B charts. Their follow-up single, The Great Pretender, became another #1 hit and their biggest R&B success. The Platters continued to release a string of hit singles, including 3 more #1 hits and other chart successes. They found success by updating older standards and turning them into their signature style, such as My Prayer, Twilight Time, and Smoke Gets in Your Eyes.
They asked me how I knew.
The group faced challenges in the late 1950s when 4 members were arrested on drug and prostitution charges. Although no one was convicted, their reputation was damaged, and radio stations started removing their records from playlists. They relied more heavily on European bookings for a period of time. In 1960, Tony Williams left to pursue a solo career, and Sonny Turner replaced him as the lead vocalist. However, Mercury Records refused to release new Platters material without Williams on lead vocals, leading to a legal battle between the label and manager Buck Ram. The group's lineup continued to change over the years, with various members joining and departing. Legal battles over the rights to the Platters name ensued, with multiple groups touring under different versions of the name. Court rulings determined that 5 Platters Incorporated and Gene Bennett did not have legitimate rights to the name, and the exclusive right to tour as The Platters was awarded to Herb Reed. However, disputes and legal challenges continued, resulting in a proliferation of Platters groups. Herb Reed, the only member to appear on every original Platters recording, passed away in 2012. The legacy of the Platters is now maintained by Herb Reed Enterprises LLC, led by Frederick Balboni, Reed's manager. Despite the legal battles and changing lineups, the music of the Platters continues to be celebrated, and their contributions to the early rock and roll era are recognized. Their timeless hits and unique vocal style have and will always entertain us forever.